We're going to get straight into the video today, so I wanted to start by reading the Oxford Dictionary's definition of what confidence is, and it says the following. Confidence is the feeling that you can trust in, believe in, and be sure about the abilities or good qualities of someone or something. Therefore, self-confidence is all about having trust in yourself, having faith in yourself and your abilities, and believing that you are capable. Now, I myself am someone that people would describe as this super self-confident, extroverted, outgoing person. And in reality, because I always like to keep it real on this channel, up until about a year ago, I was the complete opposite of all of those things. I had so little self-confidence. No self-esteem, not even low, like zero, zilch, none. No confidence in my abilities. I just didn't really believe in myself, which then made me not trust in myself either. And the reason that I wanted to make this video is because I have listed and written down some of my favourite ways to increase your self-confidence immediately. These are tried and tested. These are things that helped me go from no self-esteem to all the self-esteem, all the self-confidence, all the belief in myself. And that's what I want to help you guys do too. So these are immediate fixes. These are things that you can put into practice straight away. The reason that I have said immediately is because everybody nowadays wants that quick fix. Now, this isn't going to be a quick fix, but these are basically things that you can put into practice straight away that will help raise your self-confidence. So get yourself a drink, make yourself comfortable. We are going to get into it. Now, I do have my little list. I've got my little notebook down here. So if you see me looking down, I'm just sort of jogging my own memory because my memory's like a sieve. And do what you need to, guys. Don't feel embarrassed about writing everything down if you're someone like me. So number one on my list is fake it until you make it. Now, this sounds kind of controversial. I'm not saying be fake at all. What I am saying is show up as the person that you want to be. Even though you don't feel like them at the moment, you can fake it into being that person that you want to be until you actually are her. Now, I'm saying her because I'm sort of talking from my own experience, but obviously this applies to everyone. Showing up as the person you want to be is going to feel so uncomfortable initially. Trust me, it is really, really awkward and you don't feel genuine. But over time, it becomes not only easier, but more natural, and it will just sort of become your personality. So I want you to think of things like, what would this person do? What would the highest version of myself do in this situation? How would she show up? How would she talk to people? How would she present herself? And basically just act as the highest version of yourself already. It's almost like tricking your mind basically into thinking that you already are that person. And the more you do it with repetition, you'll start to believe it and you'll start to feel it from your soul. Trust me. Initially, self-confidence is going to be less about how you feel about yourself and more about how others perceive you. Like I said in the beginning, everybody's always perceived me as such a confident person. Now, did that make it true? Not inside my mind, but in everybody else's opinion, yes, it did make it true. It did make me self-confident. Therefore, if you can make people believe you are self-confident, it will become part of your natural personality. Second on my list is limit your exposure to things that make you question your worth. Now, I'm talking about mainly social media, but this can also apply to friends, to family members, to TV shows, to films, anything that makes you question whether you're good enough. I'm going to give you a little bit of an example here. I myself love an example or an analogy, so that's how I like to explain things. Have you ever woken up and looked in the mirror and thought, yeah, I look pretty good today. I'm happy with my figure, or my hair looks nice, or my makeup looks nice. And then you go onto social media to do your usual doom scrolling, and you might see a picture of a model or a celebrity, and you instantly start comparing yourself to that person. You instantly have this feeling of, oh, well, maybe my hair's not that good, or maybe my figure's not as good because it doesn't look like that person. I'm not as worthy as they are. Now, I'm all for following accounts for inspiration. I'm all for following people that we find attractive, people that we aspire to be like. But when that turns from a positive thing into a negative thing, i.e. making you feel like you're not good enough because you're not like them, or you're not where they are in their life, it is time to take a break. So whether that be social media, like I said, friends that make you feel down, family members that make you feel down, anybody that makes you question your self-worth does not have a space in your life. Now, my third point comes right off the back of the second one, and that is mind your own business. I'm going to say it again, mind your own business. Stop worrying about what other people are doing. And again, this ties into the social media. Just because all of your friends in your year at school are getting engaged, buying houses, having children, getting promotions, doesn't mean that you should be. Stop comparing yourself to other people. This is your journey and your life and not theirs. And you might be thinking, how does this tie into confidence? Because, like I said again, you can be feeling so confident about where you are in your life. You can be feeling happy and content. And then you see that your best friend's got engaged, or a girl that you went to school with, or someone that you know, and all of a sudden you feel panicked. You feel, oh my God, why am I not there yet? Why am I not engaged yet? Why am I not, as far along in life as they are? Am I not as successful? And it just makes you question yourself instantly. And that is not what we're doing. We are in our own lane. We are living our own life. It is nothing to do with anybody else. So like I said, stop focusing on what other people are doing. Mind your own business, because you are the only person in control of your life. Number 4, one of my favourites, stop being so mean to yourself. Stop saying negative things. Stop being down on yourself. Stop being horrible. The amount of women, myself included, that look in the mirror in the morning and don't even realise they're doing it, but will think, my nose is a bit big, or I've put some weight on, or my hair doesn't look too good, or this is not good, that's not good. Why are you doing that to yourself? What benefit is that going to have to your life? You are literally decreasing your self-confidence every single time you say something negative about yourself. Your voice, whether it be external or internal, is the main voice that you hear all day, every day. And if that voice is constantly telling you negative, horrible, depreciating things about yourself, what effect do you think that's going to have? This is really, really important, because often we do it subconsciously. I myself was the worst for this, and I've actually made it my New Year's resolution this year to not say anything negative about myself. Nothing, not at all. Do I still do it? Yes. But when I catch myself, for example, I was having a conversation with a friend the other day, and I said, it's really random, but I'm going to be honest and transparent, I have quite wide feet. It's very random, and I can't believe I'm sharing it. But like I said, we're being transparent. And I remember saying, I don't really like my feet. I wish they were this. I wish they were. And then straight away I was like, actually, I take that back. And my friend was like, what do you mean? I was like, I take it back. I'm not putting that out into the universe. I take that negative comment back. My feet are fine. They're happy. They're healthy. They get me places. They've done me fine every single year of my life up until now. I'm not going to say anything negative about them. And it instantly made me feel better, because I sort of have to remind myself, stop being so mean. Like, if you wouldn't say it to your best friend, don't say it about yourself. I would never walk up to my best friend and be like, your makeup looks ugly today. So why am I looking in the mirror and saying it to myself? Stop being mean to yourself, because all that is doing is bringing your confidence down. What you really need to be doing is building yourself up. I don't care how awkward it feels. You will get used to looking in the mirror and saying to yourself, yeah, I look good today. Or, yeah, I really like my hair. Or my outfit's really good. You don't have to be vain. You don't have to be over the top. But maybe just try and find one thing that you like. For example, and this is something completely out of my control, but I really like the colour of my eyes. It is hereditary. I inherited them from my granddad, who then gave them to my mum, who then gave them to me and my sister. I look in the mirror and think, yeah, I really love the colour of my eyes. It's just one small thing, but it will instantly boost your self-confidence. Number 5, expand your knowledge. Like I said in the beginning, having confidence in something is just having faith in it, having that trust and the belief in its abilities. So the more knowledge you have, the more you tend to believe in your abilities. I'm going to give you a little bit of an example. I've written one down. So if somebody came to me and said, Calamity, I want you to rewire my house, I would not feel confident in that at all. Not at all. I would probably blow myself up. I would have no idea where to start. So I would just not feel confident in my ability to do that. My dad, however, who is an electrician, if someone were to say to him, come and rewire my house, he'd be like, yeah, no problem. Literally would not faze him, because he is so confident in his abilities, because he has the knowledge to give himself that confidence. However, if I were to say to him, write, plan, film and edit a YouTube video, he would have no confidence in himself at all. And that is literally just because of the knowledge he has on the subject. Knowledge equals confidence. So if there's something that you don't feel confident about doing, let's take changing a tyre on a car, for example. I don't feel confident about that. But if I watched a YouTube video and learned how to do it or got somebody to teach me, I'd maybe feel a little bit more confident the first time. But you know, the second and the third and the fourth time I did it, by the fifth time I was doing it, I'd be like, I've got this. I don't need to watch the video anymore. I'm confident. I know what I'm doing. And that is because skills are built through repetition. So yes, the first time you do something, it might be really uncomfortable. It might be awkward. You might get it wrong. But the more you practice that, the more your abilities will grow, the more confidence you will have in that area. Lastly, point number 6, and maybe my favourite, I've saved the best till last, and that is embrace who you really are. Okay, I realised that the reason that I had no confidence in myself was because I wasn't being myself. I realised that I was trying to be this image of what I thought I was supposed to be, of what society wanted me to be, of what my family or my friends or my employer wanted me to be. And that's why I had no confidence in it, because I wasn't being true to myself. As you know, one of my favourite sayings is stay weird. Embrace your weirdness, because that is what makes you unique and special. Everybody in the world can be a cookie cutter version of the same thing, but you have traits, you have skills, you have attributes that make you so amazing, and embracing those will instantly make you feel more confident because you're being true to yourself. That is one of the main reasons I started this channel, as a safe space for the weirdos, as I always say, as a safe space for the free thinkers, for the people who don't want to conform, for the people who don't want to live life normally and live in the matrix, as I'm sure you've heard people say, mentioning no names. But that is why I wanted to create this, because I think embracing who you truly are is the most empowering thing you can do. So there we have it. That is my 6 tips to instantly increase your self-confidence. Let me know which one was your favourite. Also, if you have any more, please leave them down in the comments below. I'm sure there are loads more that we could think of, and I'll probably make another video about this. So this is just part 1. Thank you so much for watching and for being here with me. It really, really does mean the world to me. As always, stay safe, stay weird, and I'll see you in my next video.